Good morning, everybody. How are you? Is everybody happy? Happy as well as safe at your homes. My dear students, myself Shubhrasad sir from Shubhra Singh Children Academy. Students, today that is on 9th September 2020 in our 11th business studies lecture, as we have already started in 11th business studies chapter number 7, that is chapter number 7. We have already started the sources of business finance, and in that chapter sources of business finance, in the last lecture we had discussed about the distinguish between owned funds and borrowed funds. So far we have studied the owned funds, features of owned funds, borrowed funds, features of borrowed funds, as well as in the last lecture itself sources of raising finance on the basis of ownership. This chart was explained to you. In today's lecture, my dear students, we are going to learn issue of shares, issue of shares, issue of shares, that is owners fund, owners fund, or we can say that the shares or the source of finance which is for long-term source. Dear students, as I told you earlier that in 11th business studies we have already started the chapter number 7, sources of business finance, sources of business finance. This chapter I have started, so I am continuing in the same chapter. And if you talk about that what is the topic of today's lecture, today's lecture's topic I have written on the board: issue of shares, that is owners fund. It is one of the long-term sources of raising finance. Dear students, first of all we are going to discuss the meaning of shares. Meaning of shares we will discuss, and after meaning of shares we will discuss about the equity shares. Then we will learn about the features of equity shares. Dear students, many a times it happens with the students that they have studied 11th standard, they have studied 12th standard also, they passed 12th standard. After passing 12th standard, if a simple question is asked to them that what is the meaning of share or what is a share, so you may find that few students, they are unable to describe the meaning of shares. So that's why I am saying, since it's a beginning and I am going to describe, I am going to explain the meaning of shares. Listen it very carefully and try to understand that what is share. Dear students, as we have discussed earlier about owners fund or owned funds. So on the basis of that meaning itself, I am going to frame the meaning of shares. Suppose it is owners fund. Actually, what happens whenever any company is in formation, that is a formation of joint stock company. In the formation of joint stock company, in the second chapter that is forms of business organization, this year itself, in your business studies, part A, chapter number 2, forms of business organization you have studied. In that, you have studied about the formation of joint stock company. You have studied about different stages of formation of joint stock company. First stage you have studied incorporation stage. Incorporation stage, while learning different stages of the formation of joint stock company, one stage was discussed over there, capital subscription stage or capital raising stage. Like this you had learned over there while learning the different stages of the formation of joint stock company. So at the time of deciding about the finance of the company, it's a decision of the company that how much capital they are going to raise from through the sources of raising shares, and how much they are going to raise through the sources of borrowed funds. So it's that company's decision. Anyway, over here on the board directly I have written that suppose this is a certain amount and that company has decided that that this much amount of capital they are going to raise as owners fund. Owners fund in the sense they are going to raise by issuing shares. So for example, I have written over here amount, say this amount is rupees 1 lakh. Rupees 1 lakh means company has decided that this will be their total owned capital or owner's capital, and now this amount which they have decided as owners fund, it will be divided in number of parts. Suppose they decided that this will be divided in 10,000 parts. So it's a simple division that 1 lakh divided by 10,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and answer you're getting rupees 10. My dear students, attend here now. Once again, recollected. I'm going to summarize that whatever I have told till now. I told you that today's topic is issue of shares, that is owners fund, and in that I told you that first of all we will learn the meaning of shares. I have to teach you the meaning of shares, and for that I told you that at the time of formation of the company, during different stages, you have learned already that about capital subscription stage or capital raising stage. Where you have learned this? You have learned in the second chapter, that is forms of business organization. So in that capital raising stage, whenever a company is in capital raising stage, at that time the company takes a decision that how much they are going to raise as a owner's capital as owner's capital. So suppose in this example I told you that company has decided that they are going to raise rupees 10 lakhs, rupees 1 lakh as owner's capital, rupees 1 lakh as owner's capital, and since it is you, actually what happens that in 1 lakh no joint stock company can be started. In 1 lakh no joint stock company can be started, but it's an example. So you assume that it is a very large amount, that rupees 1 lakh. My dear students, example 1 lakh, but you think it is a very large amount. Okay, so they have decided that owner's capital is rupees 1 lakh, and since it is very large amount, so it cannot be invested by a single person or few persons. So that's why they decided that it will be divided in small parts. So how many parts they have decided? They have decided that it will be divided in 10,000 parts. So after dividing that rupees 1 lakh, which company has decided that they will raise as owner's capital, they divided it is in 10,000 parts. Why they are dividing it in 10,000 parts? Since it is very large amount, so that much large amount may not be invested by a single person or 2-3 persons. So that's why if it is divided in number of parts, then over here in this example rupees 1 lakh divided in 10,000 parts, so the small part we get, that is rupees 10. My dear students, the thing which I am saying parts, it is called shares in commercial language. Shares. So what happens that rupees 1 lakh owner's capital divided in number of shares. How many shares? 10,000 shares. So what is the answer? Answer is rupees 10 per share. Answer is rupees 10 per share. Now, attend here once again, everybody. On the basis of this example, I am going to frame the meaning. By the way, this owner's capital is also known as share capital. I had already told you these names, that owner's capital is also known as share capital. It is also known as owned capital, OWNED, owned capital. So on the basis of this example, now I am framing the meaning of shares. Attend here please, the meaning of share in just one sentence. A share, what I am saying, a share is the share of share capital. Meaning is framed. I have given you the meaning. I have given you the statement. Once again, attend here. Meaning of share. A share is the share of share capital. In this example, what is the value of? Value of share is rupees 10. By the way, each and every share has two values. One is face value, the other is market value. In the example, rupees 10 per share, it is value, it is called as face value. But what is market value? It may happen that the face value of rupees 10, but it is being sold in the market. Which market? Share market. In the share market at certain different value. By the way, market value depends upon the forces, market forces, that is demand and supply. It may happen that the face value is rupees 10, but it is being sold in the share market at rupees 300, 400 or more than that also. So it totally depends upon the demand and supply of the shares in the market. If the demand is more, the supply is less, obviously the market value of shares will increase. So that's why I told you that every share has two values. One is face value, the other is market value. In the example which you are seeing over here, rupees 10 per share, it is the face value of the shares. Anyway, that's another discussion, but it was a link over there. That's why I explained you. What we are learning? We are learning the meaning of shares. I told you a share is the share of share capital. So next time if anybody asks you that what is a share, then you can give this meaning that a share is the share of share capital. Got it? Everybody? As I told you earlier that many times it happens that student is a 12th pass, but they are unable to give the meaning of shares. So don't forget this. Next time if anybody asks you that what is the meaning of share, you tell them that a share is the share of share capital. If the person is not satisfied with this meaning, then you can give the explanation like this: the owner's capital or the share capital of the company is divided in number of parts. The smallest part or smallest unit, instead of part you can say that units, that owner's capital or owned capital or share capital is divided in number of units. The smallest unit is called as nothing but share. Got it, everybody? I repeat, yes, what did I say just now? The owner's capital, or we can say that share is the smallest unit in which owner's capital of the company is divided. A share is the interest of the shareholders. A share is the interest of the shareholder in the company. Why I am saying so that a share is the interest of the shareholder in the company? Because after purchasing shares, the person becomes shareholder of the company, and you know that shareholders are the owners of the company. Okay, a share may also be defined as unit of measure of shareholders' interest in the company. A share can be defined like this also: a share is a unit of measure of interest of a shareholder in the company. So my dear students, in a different way I explain you the meaning of share. I think the meaning of share is clear to all of you. No doubt in the meaning of share. So what is the today's topic is issue of shares, and issue of shares, that is owners of fund. It is long-term sources of raising funds. My dear students, according to Companies Act, a public company can issue two types of shares. Now attend here what I am saying. According to Companies Act, a public company can issue two types of shares. First one is equity shares, equity shares, and second one is preference shares, preference shares. These two types of shares can be issued by public company. So I am going to recollect that whatever I have taught you in this video till now. First of all, that is today on 9th September 2020 in 11th Business Studies lecture in chapter number 7, that is the sources of business finance. Today's topic, I started that issue of shares, that is owners of fund. It is one of the, it is long-term sources of raising finance. I taught you the meaning of share. Meaning of share, what I told you? I told you that a share is the share of share capital. Recite it, what I am saying. Repeat it. While listening this, No doubt you are watching the video, but you repeat my sentence. What I'm saying? A share. A share. Yes, yes. A share is the share of share capital. Repeat it. What is share? A share is the share of share capital. Or what is that? A share is the smallest unit. A share is the smallest unit in which owner's fund is divided. Or we can say that it is a share is the interest of the shareholder in the company. It is interest of the shareholder in the company. So I hope that meaning of share is clear to all of you. I was telling you that according to Indian Companies Act, every company, every public company can issue two types of shares, equity shares as well as preference shares. My dear students, in this lecture, I am going to tell you the brief meaning or brief discussion about what is equity shares and what is preference shares. Later on, in the forthcoming videos, we will learn the separate question on meaning and features of equity shares as well as meaning and features of preference shares. At that time, we will learn in detail. But right now, I am just giving you the meaning that what is equity shares and what is preference shares. Equity shares are such shares which do not enjoy any preferential rights. What did I say? Equity shares, repeat with me, equity shares are such shares which do not enjoy any preferential rights, neither in case of dividend nor in case of return of capital. Once again, repeat with me. Equity shares are such shares which do not enjoy any preferential rights, neither in case of dividend and second one, nor in case of return of capital. Return, R-E-T-U-R-N. Okay. Same. I am going to tell about the preference shares. How? Preference shares are such shares which enjoy preferential rights. Attend here please. In case of equity shares, I told you equity shares are such shares which do not enjoy any preferential rights. But over here, in case of preference shares, I am saying preference shares are such shares which enjoy preferential rights. First, in case of dividend and second, in case of return of shares. Okay, return of shares in the sense, return of capital, return of the money which they have invested. They means who? Shareholders have invested. Okay, dear students. Today over here we will stop. As I told you earlier that in the coming lectures, in the coming video, we will learn separately in detail about equity shares, its features, and one more video, separate video. What is that? Preference shares and the features of preference shares. So today I would like to stop over here. What did we learn today in this video? We learned about meaning of shares as well as the meaning of equity shares and meaning of preference shares. So that's all for the day. Thank you very much for kind cooperation. Enjoy yourself.